Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sugarless Crystals and you are with me again for another review. Alright, so this one's a little special. This is fall season and I must say, you guys out there that do the business products, you really let me down with the pumpkin spice. I have some things, I guess I should be grateful for whatever I get. But let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So what I'm going to start off with is one of the ones that I was rather excited about. I joined Carnivore Snacks Kickstarter in order to get it when it actually came out. I had the choice, I only did one package, so I had the choice between the leg of lamb, the pork loin, and the ribeye. I'm a beef guy, so I chose the ribeye. All of this is just 2 ingredients of beef and salt. I was excited about them because, you know, I saw them on Keto Connect and I was like, wow, a beef snack. You know, what would that actually, you know, what would that mean? My first impressions on it, I think they were really, really good. They're a bit on the salty side, which is fine, but not salty like beef jerky, you know? They're extremely pricey. I mean, because like I said, it is real meat and, you know, you get what you pay for. So this particular one is $33. The leg of lamb, they have a 2 ounce for $19 and a 5 ounce, $31. The pork loin, 2 ounce, $16 and $25. They have an eye of round roast for 16 ounces, I mean $16 for 2 ounces and $25. But there's no 2 ounce for the ribeye. I would love to buy him again, but it definitely wouldn't be an everyday snack. Something, let's say I was getting ready to fly out somewhere, just to have something to snack on the plane. Like I said, I think they're great, but I don't know if I can afford them. So my partners over there at HighKey, dropping snacks as usual. They're dropping them so fast, you know, even now doing this, I'm still behind. They recently just released a honey nut version of their Cheerios. They released a honey nut version of their cereal, and on top of that, they have some kind of turtle cluster chocolate caramel bites coming out with that. That's what it looks like. They've been teasing it a while on Instagram. Let's talk about the cornbread first, because what I noticed, you know, cornbread is very difficult to do, and I just don't think it can be done properly without cornmeal. I went to try it myself and then I looked up other recipes and all it was basically sweet cake. It came to the point where I said, well, if anybody can do it, HighKey can do it since they have a cornbread out. And my initial reactions to the cornbread is, it's very good. Is it cornbread? No, it's not cornbread. But what they offer is like, it's sweet and it has like an almond flavor to it. The lemon cake, which they just dropped, is actually very, very good. Mine's are on a little dark side because I chose to bake them in like the muffins, but you can do it in like the cake pan style in an 8x8 pan. These are really, really delicious. Like, man, I myself don't have a cake. I have a cupcakes and muffins, but I don't have an actual cake. And I mean, if I did a cake, I would want it to taste like that. That's how good it is. They also released these breakfast biscuits. This is, these were interesting, and the texture of them are very interesting. So they're almost like an oatmeal cake. Like think like that, like an oatmeal cake. They're very chewy. I think they're great for breakfast. So, and they're not extra sweet. They're not sweet as their cookies or either one of these mixes. They're ideal for breakfast. Like you can drink your coffee with it and not have to worry about killing the sweetness in the coffee. And they have the mixed berry and the banana bread. I personally like the mixed berry, but I don't think the mixed berry is standing out so much like everyone's just gonna think that. No, that's just a personal preference. The banana bread is very good as well, and it has that good banana nut flavor. But the mixed berry, I think the cranberries in it, I like that tanginess that it brings, that tanginess that comes with the cranberries. I like that. As my favorite one, I would definitely have to say so. Like I said, but the flavor, I mean the texture of it, it's better than a protein bar. So I forgot a product or two. Excuse me for that. So speaking of HighKey, they also released some mini biscotti cookies. Now I've never had biscotti before. To my understanding, biscottis are supposed to be super crunchy, and they're not supposed to be as sweet. They're supposed to be paired well with coffee. And HighKey, all these products that you're dropping, how can you not come out with something pumpkin? I was so looking forward to you guys dropping something pumpkin. It disappointed me. So everyone may not know, but I am a huge fan of Grapal Granola over at the Keto Baking Company. And another fact that you may not know, we both started at the same time. The same time I started Sugarless Crystals up, they started Grapal. And you know, it's been interesting for all of us to grow together. But what they have now is a new product line called Keto Crunch. Supposedly, from what I read, what it's supposed to be is their granola, but in a crunchier, flat fashion, if that makes sense. What I'm seeing is it's all the classic flavors. Pistachio, biscotti. Well, I'm sorry, that's a little different. I mean, maybe. Well, no, pistachio, snickerdoodle, peanut butter cup, peanut butter and jelly, and double chocolate chip is actually new. That's something new. I've yet to try this one. It's rare that I can control the beast in me to just gobble this stuff down when I get it, but I haven't tried this one. I don't think I have anyway. I think they're salted caramel without the caramel flavor and extra salt. That's what it reminds me of. I would assume by the time I released this video, they would have dropped the products, but definitely head over there to Grapal and check them out. So Lillys has dropped some new stuff. Now I have the bacon chips here, but they also have these baking bars that they put out where they have a couple different flavors. They have the classic flavors just in a bar version. So let's talk about this butterscotch flavor. Okay. I'm not even gonna taste it. I already know what it tastes like. Lillys doesn't normally make it in my house very long. Like, it doesn't last very long at all. And I love Lillys. You know, everybody, you know, for the majority, they always hit. But every once in a while, we all miss. We do. What I didn't like about this butterscotch flavor is the aftertaste. There's something very artificial at the end of it. It tastes good. Well, no, it doesn't. It tastes all right. It tastes like butterscotch. And, you know, as soon as you put it in your mouth, you're like, oh, okay, butterscotch, and you're chewing and you're just like, what is that? But what they didn't miss at, they didn't miss here. Pumpkin spice. They did not miss with these bad boys. You get more of the pumpkin spice than like the underlying pumpkin flavor. So the spices are strong in it and it has a sweetness to it. I think these are really, really good. And by the time you get this video, I am actually gonna put some pumpkin muffins out using these chips right here. These are the star of my show. I thought it was gonna be Carnivore Snacks, and I thought maybe HighKey was gonna do something that was gonna knock my socks off. No, this is the best granola I've ever had in my life. I have to call it the way it is. This granola is so good. And what you get, and you know, someone explained it to me perfectly. It's almost like a cake granola. And you can see on the screen how I broke that down. But I only have two flavors, and that's the German chocolate and the pumpkin spice flavor, which is new. The interesting things about Lolli's cookie clusters is they bake it fresh. I don't know how efficient that is because they're actually down in production right now. Because as soon as I tried these, I ordered 2 more. I don't know, I can't remember what I ordered. The peanut butter macadamia and the carrot cake. So I'm excited to get those, but I won't get them for another 3-4 weeks. Like, you know, I ordered these and it took 2 weeks for them to get here. And when you order, it says 7 to 14 days. Georgia pecans, almond flour, organic erythritol and a stevia blend, pure olive oil, cream cheese powder, organic unsweetened coconut, and 100% unsweetened cacao powder, and eggs. 177 calories for 1 serving, 18 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbohydrates, 1 gram net carbs, excuse me, and 3 grams of protein. So they sit in the milk a little differently than most granola, but like this chocolate, the chocolate actually seeps into the milk, so you get like, you know, like a little chocolate almond milk if that's what you like. And see if you can get some products out faster to people. That's the only thing negative I would say about Lolli's. Like, everything else is perfect. But I guess that's the price you may pay for a quality product, because like I said, they bake everything fresh before they send it to you. What I have is Marigold Bars and Marigold Fat Bombs. I heard Keto Connect raving about them, like they were so good and everything like that. So I was like, well, let me try them for my review. This particular salted caramel flavor is really, really good. So unless you're someone who likes Quest bars and that protein bar flavor, that chewiness, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I can't eat these, you're not gonna like them. It's very good, but it is chewy. Like, it is whey protein isolate, cashews, filtered water, chicory root fiber, L-glutamine, grass-fed ghee, organic flavors, coconut oil, stevia extract, real salt, sunflower lectin, and love. That's cute. The wonderful people over at K-Bosh contacted me and they sent me some products. Now, I remember K-Bosh from KetoCon so many years ago before Corona, and I got a chance to try some of their products. So, reading the directions, I'm not quite sure what it is that they do that I didn't do. I had the spinach one and I topped it with pizza toppings. And these two that I tested out today, which be the zucchini Mexican crust, or Mexi zucchini crust, and the pumpkin zucchini crust, I didn't get the same crispiness effect. I was fortunate enough to try the broccoli at Keto Con, which I did like. The broccoli flavor didn't stand out strong, but with the spinach flavor did come out strong. As far as the dessert one, as far as the pumpkin goes, the pumpkin spices are there, but I'm not like a huge fan of the dessert one because I just don't know how to create a pizza. Like that's a personal thing. I don't know how to create a pizza. But ones like the Mexi crust, the spinach, the broccoli, those I do like. So for the Mexi crust, we're just gonna go off of one. A third of the crust, yeah, less than 1 gram net carb, 3 grams of fat, and 3 grams of protein. The ingredients are zucchini, mozzarella cheese, egg, almond flour, coconut flour, golden flaxseed meal, cream of tartar, cayenne pepper, baking soda, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, black pepper, oregano. Now, this is because it's the Mexican one. The pumpkin zucchini one does have different flavors, such as it's sweetened with monk fruit, and it has the pumpkin spice spices on it. You know what? 1 second. So one I just want to feature is Cauliflower Foods chicken enchilada bake. They also have a lasagna bake. They have a vegetarian one that's lasagna and a vegetarian chicken. I just happened to walk in Harris Teeter and I saw them, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting ready to do a review. Let me feature them because they're just awesome. Like, the flavors in them are really, really good. The ingredients aren't bad at all. Let's say for instance, and the thing is, the catch is this entire thing is a serving. So, you know, you don't have to sit here and try to eat half of it, and they happen to be very filling. So for the entire entree, it's 290 calories, 16 grams of fat, 12 gram net carbs, 21 grams of protein. Now, 12 gram net carbs seems to be pretty high, but like I said, this is an entire meal. You'll be fine with this. The standout one of them all are Lolli's granola. Like, that's the one this time around that really just knocked my socks off. Like, man. Carnivore Snacks, that's the one I looked forward to the most. It didn't disappoint at all. It's just, the only disappointing thing is just the price level. That's gonna be pretty steep because, now I'm not saying they're expensive because, you know, I mean, it's meat, I understand it. But it's expensive because I'm someone who I can download the whole package in no time. And I mean, that's just $33 gone, you know? I'm not just gonna sit here and eat a whole thing of granola. I'm not gonna sit here and eat all these chocolate chips. I can. I'm not gonna sit here and eat all the lemon cake or all the cornbread. There are no losers here because I thoroughly enjoyed everything. I would definitely have to give it to the cornbread mix and the lemon mix. The cornbread, as I said, it didn't taste like cornbread, but it was very good. Like, it was good enough that I would actually buy it again. And I think it's a good substitute because that honey flavor really does something, especially after it's cool. That is the review. For those who want to stay, I actually have something very interesting. So this is probably going to be my last review of the year. I'm gonna take a step back from reviews and I'm gonna get back focused on Sugarless crystals as far as recipes and things like that. So you should after this video, you should see me putting videos out on a normal basis again, because I'm rearing up for next year and there are a lot of things coming next year for Sugarless crystals, and I'll drop my end of the year video and I'll explain everything to you guys. There are some huge plans coming and some major announcements. Yeah, I have to cut back because I don't have the luxury of all these products being sent to me. HighKey, for the most part, they always send me things, and then some other companies do. As far as price wise, just to spend it every single month, I wanted to put my money into something else, like, you know, new equipment, a new camera setup. I just bought a new camera and a flash so I can upgrade my photos, you know, things like that. So but you're still gonna get content, and if you guys don't, go follow me on Pinterest. Like I said, I'm always up there and I'm always posting new recipes. You don't always see the recipes here on YouTube, and I don't even show all the recipes on Instagram. Most of the recipes come across on Facebook, about 90% of them, but Pinterest is where it's at. And you know, YouTube is just another beast. I mean, I've came to the point of quitting several times, and then, I mean, just like a bad toxic relationship, I just keep going back. I was like, I'm done with YouTube, I'm done with it. And I was like, let me record this. Let me record this for the people. You know, so I mean, it's definitely a love there. But I will see you guys very soon. It won't be another 30 days before another video because I already have recipes lined up and I've teased some of them. I hope you guys have a good afternoon, good week, remaining of your day. And stay safe with Corona out there, because this is definitely out there to get us.